Hey, you guys. So, I'm doing a follow up session for Tambra, and this is a 60-minute spiritual home cleansing session. We just did one a couple of weeks ago, and now we're going to tap back in there and see what the vibration of her home looks like on the energetic side of things. So, I'm going to go ahead and relax here. Tambra, thank you so much for sharing this experience openly. I'm really curious to see what your house vibes are looking like now, because it's pretty intense the last session. So okay, I'm gonna relax here. I'm gonna scooch forward a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay. So I'm just getting in the zone here. Okay, so the first thing I experience is there's sort of just a barren silence right now. There's nothing saying I hurt or saying I'm happy. And it kind of feels like a barren silence right now. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna allow that to be here, and we'll just see what happens next. Wow, this house has some stories to tell for sure. Okay, so very similar to last time, it's sort of like looking for a way out, but that is not the experience. I'm not experiencing I feel trapped or stuck. I'm looking for a way out. I just simply experience a brick wall where things were covered up. So it's sort of like a mysterious brick wall. If we broke that wall down, oh my gosh, there's a secret room back here. So it's sort of like we're bricking this up to bury it alive, some sort of mystery or hidden secret. Man, there's been a lot of hurt energy in this home space of yours. And you've told me what you understand of the previous owners too. So this then it's amazing how homes become reflections of the interactions, the relationships, the fears, the communication styles, the anger, all those vibrations become part of the house. So going in and doing energy work to clear the house is such a valuable exploration. I would encourage anybody to do it. And I will say there is a noticeable improvement here because it's not like walking into a horror story, but it is sort of barren and silent right now. There's a lot of potential here. Okay, let me see what the next inspiration is. Okay. I'm saying to the house conscious, I'm saying, "Hi, I'm Abby. What can I do to help you feel better?" So we're kind of looking at a little bit of more of a gruesome scene, and the house itself is crying tears of blood. And it has a belly ache. And I asked the house, "How do you feel after the last session? Have you noticed improvements?" Hmm. The house remembers a positive vibration and feeling of fresh air. But there's still memories. There's still feelings that are sort of buried deep down inside. So it's like a human being in a way, you know? We have our moments too where the air starts to feel refreshed. We start to feel renewed. But sometimes there's those echoes that come up to the surface and we remember. And so we need to keep kind of looking back on Okay, why does it hurt? Where does it hurt? And what can we do to help heal that hurt? Houses, house consciousness are just like people in a way. But it is actually teeter-tottering back and forth from how much do I hurt to I want to feel better. So it is sort of, I'm still analyzing the whole vibe, but I will tell you it's a lot softer than it was. I know we're looking at a little bit of a concern with, the tears of blood and such like that, the brick wall. We're kind of hiding things that we need to open up to. But I will say there is actually a huge improvement here. But that's only the beginning. I'm only at the surface here. So let me just continue to analyze, all right? I just don't get to just know things right away. I have to actually feel my way through it. So, okay. All right, so this bellyache, let's see what we can do. I'm lying the house on its side, sort of like a person with a tummy ache. It's nice to lay down on your side. And so I'm lying the house consciousness down on its side like a person. And I say, where does it hurt? I just feel really sad. Like I am a human being that is crying a lot. And when human beings are sad, a lot of that stores in the gut region. So a bellyache for a house is like a reflection of a human being who's crying and sad a lot inside. So I'm just experiencing this right now. And I go to it as a little boy and I'm sort of there like a mother figure and I stroke his hair very gently. He feels alone. He says that he has scary dreams at night. And there's monsters in the closet. I say thank you for telling me this. I can understand why you are afraid. I say, would it help you if I can help you look in the closet and we can face those monsters together? The boy is saying, I don't want to see monsters anymore at all. So even with me there, it just feels too traumatizing, too much. Give me a moment here to see what we can do. It's just again echoing a basement image. It's an empty basement, but it feels like there's just something a little bit about the silence that feels, it doesn't feel like a peaceful, meditative yoga style silence. It feels like a dismal, sort of a darker silence, I suppose you could say. It's already clearing out. How interesting. Just being a part of the experience is already helping to heal it. I mean, there's already tears of thank you happening from another place. It's like the bellyache of the house is not crying tears of blood, but tears of relief. It's starting to feel a lot better already. And it's sort of a mother emanation. And she's starting to feel healed inside of herself. And she says, thank you. She says, thank you over and over and over and over and over again. So there's a moment of pause here, and it's actually a silence, but it's not an eerie, creepy silence. It's just simple silence. Like, I want a moment to collect myself silence. So we'll just wait a minute. Everything is already feeling a lot better. Wow. It's amazing. Like, a huge improvement already. Okay. I'm still giving her a chance because I'm already asking her about this brick wall, but it's not time yet. So I'm just giving this home consciousness that's emanating as a female, a motherly figure, a chance. The house is actually beaming back to me a good vibe, a good feeling. It wants people to feel welcome walking through the door. Not like something dark is buried inside of me, but that I'm free and I'm refreshed and I'm renewed, and I want to welcome people into my doorway. I want people to enjoy being within my foundation, within my walls. And it's very positive. It wants to be like a open air market, like a farmer's market experience. It wants to be a fresh and rejuvenating experience for people entering into the home. That's what it's saying. And I'm pointing out the brick wall I experienced, but it's starting to fade. That feeling, that reflection is already starting to fade out. It doesn't really have a relationship with what we're doing right now. So just a moment here. All right, the home is showing me sprinklers outside and kids running through sprinklers laughing in the summertime. The home really likes this sound or experience. There's something very pleasant about this idea. And so I'm taking this image, this energy vibration of this image of water and laughing children and some sunny summer day, and I'm placing it vibrationally into the home so the home can absorb that energetic healing. So your home will actually feel as pleasant as this, being a child running through the sprinklers on a summer's day. So this is already like really raising the vibration here because there's nothing but fun involved with this. Lots of squealing and happy faces, happy experiences, happy memories. And the water is so cold. Oh my gosh, it's like ridiculously cold, almost unbearable. But it's so hot outside. It feels so good. I'm so happy. It's really, really happy. So I'm allowing the home to breathe in this image, and it's really breathing it in more and more and more. Oh, it feels so good and breathing it into the home. I'm having this image as a gift to those who live within the home, so that I'm sharing this energy breath with all of you too. So the air within your home is also going to purify your own senses on this exact same vibrational frequency, which is awesome. Super awesome. Okay, let's see what the home wants next. Home is refreshing its mental body. It wants to feel as though its mental body is clear, and it's like opening a window and letting the fresh spring breeze come in, but letting that fresh air rejuvenate the mental body, the mind, to just have that refreshed mind feeling. Not the thoughts are weighing you down, but really refreshed thoughts, really refreshed mental body. And it's nice, cool, crisp spring air. And it feels so refreshing. So we're opening up the mental body of the home type of thing, and we're going to breeze that air in. And then those who dwell within the home are also going to receive this refreshing experience. This is awesome. Wow, it feels great. It's like tingly. It's really tingly, and oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I love this. All right, the home is really enjoying this a lot. And now all this positive energy entering into the home is bringing up a little bit of a weed, okay? So there's a little bit of a dark spot here. All right, so kind of going into a more haunted-esque theme. And it's sort of like a spooky haunted house. And I know it's Halloween just around the corner, but this is really part of the vibe, all right? So something about cemetery, creepy cemetery in the house. The cemetery is in the front yard, so the house is looking at dead people. That's what it's like. And it's a very creepy feeling. And I tell the house, I am so glad that you were willing to share this experience with me so that I can help you feel better about things. I say, do you want me to do energy work on the land too? Do you feel that would help? Oh man. This is really, really intense. Really emotional. Really, really emotional. And it's just so sad. It's just so sad. And the mind too droops into the sadness as well. So the house is just releasing this. It's doing a really great job. It's actually, this right here, Tambra, this is amazing progress. From the first session to what we're working with now, total huge improvement. I mean, total revamping improvement. I mean, this is going to be a fresh new start for your life with this home cleansing experience. This is fresh new start. All right, so the house is just venting all this stuff. It's sort of like that, the boy and seeing the monsters in the closet. Just being here, just sharing love with the home, allowing the home to vent and being a good listener is actually healing the home like really, really fast. So let me see if it needs anything else with this image. I'm already feeling improvement with it. The scary, creepy isn't quite as loud and thick, but let me just see, okay? Okay, so the home is feeling stronger, but it still feels like it needs some extra help here. It's not putting its finger on what doesn't feel right yet. Again, it's a female emanation that steps through the house and is looking at this graveyard scene, which is actually diminishing. It doesn't feel spooky or haunted anymore. And she's as tall, she's like as big as a house. So like, but she's like Alice in Wonderland, where Alice eats the cookie or the mushroom piece that makes you grow taller. Like, she's as big as a house. That's what she's standing like Alice in Wonderland. She still can't tell me. She doesn't know yet. She's still trying to find what is not feeling right. She can't put her finger on it right now. That's the best I could tell you. Okay. I tell her, okay, you're actually helping me to locate it, so... Okay, this is going to be really sad. I'm going through a really dark tunnel, and it's just like... Again, the feeling is there's no way out of this. There's just no way out. Feeling trapped. Feeling buried deep down. And I keep thinking of a tack and a finger, and the finger it's like I'm trying to put my finger on what doesn't feel right, and every time it's like my finger goes into a tack and all this blood gushes out, and it just keeps pushing the tack in deeper, like it almost wants it to hurt really bad, but it doesn't at the same time, but it just can't make sense of why this is the behavior, why this is happening, what any of this means. So I'm going to calm that vibe down, because this tack image in the finger is the hurt as well, is also a reflection of the hurt. So I'm just calming that vibe down, and I'm helping the finger and the tack to just relax, because it's just it's confusing, and it hurts, and it doesn't make sense. Why am I doing this to myself? So these are very humanistic type thoughts. This very well could have been the type of echoing thoughts in the people's minds that were living in this house before you. So so obviously this looks really scary, right? This looks really creepy and weird, but how many times are we these explanations kind of, we can relate to these things. Just give me a moment here. Like, why am I doing this to myself? This hurts really bad. Sometimes we just want it to hurt. We don't want to let go of the pain because the pain is justified. So there's things like this, very humanistic type behaviors here. But very extreme. So let's see what we can do to calm this vibe down. It's all very feminine. It's all coming from feminine emotions too. I feel stuck. I feel trapped. Echoing over and over, how do I get out of this situation? How do I get out of this? So I'm just relaxing it on down. Okay, I say, okay. It's like a child comes to me with I got a splinter in my finger, but it happens to be a tack. And so this female emanation, I'm just choosing to see it in this way. So it's a little bit more nurturing, and then patient. And then we're going to take a look at this together, and we're going to look at it sort of like a mother to a child kind of thing. And, we're going to be very gentle with this conversation. So let me see here. I'm looking at the finger, and I say, are you okay if I take this tack out? Are you okay with that? See what she says. Oh gosh, she's crying. She's just a young girl, like 8 years old, and she has really long hair. I mean, past her hips, and it's straight, and it's like a golden brown color, and she has some freckles, and she's got, teeth like kids have teeth where they lose teeth and stuff like that. So she's like wincing right now. And when I ask her if it's okay to take the tack out, she tells me, it's just like she's showing me like all this dark, gruesome energy is starting to like build up around her head. Okay, there's something else darker here. So whoever there was living in this house before you, they were not, there was a lot of hurt going on in the exchanges of those people. And even sometimes, there's darker influences, right? So sometimes when we get, people who are really angry, people who are not expressing themselves with love, can be influenced by darker beings, darker minds, darker ideas, okay? And so there's something of a darker idea that is really overwhelming. And so I see that darker idea is inspiring her to feel trapped, to feel alone, to feel like she has no way out. The darker idea is, and it's like a real consciousness. So this is echoing to me. So this is the stuff that's still lingering. It's like residue, it's like the energetic cobwebs that are still lingering. The echoes of what was is still lingering. So clearing this out is really good idea. But I will say, massive improvement. Massive improvement from the first time. Okay, so let me see here. All right, so this darker idea is God. It's just like a black, smoky being, and it just keeps wrapping itself around her head and almost strangling, like the face, like it's like a wet cloth around the nose and the mouth, and suffocation. That's what it's like, and it's just awful, absolutely awful. And it's almost like she's not allowed to answer that question. She's not allowed to say, please help me, even. Because this darker thing is not going to give her the ability to get herself out of this. So it's very controlling, manipulative. Sometimes sometimes it feels like we're the ones that are, I can't get out of this depression. I can't get out of this relationship. There's there's other influences too at these times that we got to become stronger than ourselves, right? And then those other influences just go away. But we have to face the hardest part of all. And then that says, no, I'm going to speak from my heart. I own my body. I own my experiences. I'm in control of my life. And I want the tack out of my finger. I want help. And then all of a sudden it just vanishes because its purpose is complete. Its purpose was to feed off of this experience, but also to enlighten you of the power that is within you. And the moment you find that power, it just goes away because the relationship is complete now. So I'm telling her this. All you have to do is say, yes, help me. And this will help you. Let's see if she can do it. Okay, so it's just getting worse, a little bit worse here. It's choking. Oh, gosh, it's awful. It doesn't want to let her go. And I'm asking this being then, the smoky being, I'm saying, what is it that you're not able to let go of? Because I can heal you if you're ready for that. Would you like me to help you? It almost can't tolerate that question. It's just screaming right now, like shattering glass forever. And it's this high-pitched, animalistic, screaming noise. Just simply, I can help you remember who you are. This isn't you. This isn't you. You're hurting inside. And you don't have to anymore. You don't have to hurt inside anymore. It's okay to relax now. It's okay to let go. It's okay to remember who you are. Oh, she's struggling. It's a she. It's just like a possessive mother. It's almost like her mind is always screaming. And there's pointing fingers. And there's holding on to this child with all of her might and will not let go of her. And the child too then is screaming inside as well. And the pain won't go away. And nobody will help her. I'm just calming the vibration down even more significantly now, okay? Just really slowing it on down. It's going to be okay. And I say that to the little girl and to the mother. I say it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They're both screaming inside of their heads. It's going to be okay. Okay. There's even more here. I'm going to keep slowing this on down because this is a lot here. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm working on turning their gaze away from what they're looking at because these echoes need to realize that it's over. There's nothing left here. There's no more scary here. All of that is complete now. So these are echoes in your house, okay? Like energy cobwebs, they're echoes. This is why your house has a bellyache, okay? So I'm helping the echoes turn and look in another direction because they're just like, like screaming in their heads and possessive, and the hurt won't go away. And so they're doing a lot better. We're just slowing them down here and just keep slowing them down. This is not what I define as a ghost. This is more what I define as energetic echoes that stuck and linger, okay? So, and we're just going to keep slowing it on down. This is so sad. The tag is still there, and I'm going to see if I can remove it now. I'm going to make this fun. We're going to get the operation game out. This is going to be fun. We're going to play a game right now. And the game is remove the tack. And it's going to be so quick and easy, and it's not going to hurt. I'm not going to make your little nose go off. We're just going to go, boop, all gone. It's done now. It's over. See, it goes away like that, really quick. So I'm just trying to change the energy vibes here. It's a little bit too serious, a little bit too traumatic. So I'm trying to lighten it, the energy vibes. Gonna clear the energy vibes a little bit. Let's see if we can shift it. Okay, so I'm removing the tack. Oh gosh. It's out, but it's like insisting that it's attached to a weird, creepy, like white wire inside the girl's finger. It looks like body tissues. It's really long. It's kind of like, and it's bleeding. She feels disgusting inside. She feels like this won't ever go away. The pain won't ever go away. She keeps saying this. I say you need to stop saying that. You need to take a nice deep breath, and you need to acknowledge the tack has been removed. And you are healthy and purified, and you are an angel. You are healed. I want you to say this to me. The girl is actually shifting, and that emanation of the dark smoky that turned into a mother figure is disappearing. And the girl is focusing here on the affirmation, I am healed. Say this, there's nothing left here. This is all done. This is all complete. There's nothing left here. And the hurt is over. There's no more hurt left. Do you understand? There's no more tack. There's no more hurt. So something along the lines of that she can come out now. Because I'm shown that black tunnel underground, and she says, so I can come out now. And they say, you always could come out whenever you were ready. And I would definitely say you are ready now more than ever before. And I say, let your heart shine. You can be who you truly are now, and you don't have to be a reflection of the hurt. It can be a reflection of happiness. And I show her a happy child running through a sprinkler in the front yard. She's trying to make sense of this. We're almost through this one. We're really close. I definitely have the experience of walking up and out of a dark place. So we're just going to keep going with that. Until there is peacefulness. We're not quite there yet. We're really close. Almost there. Yeah. Wow. There's still something else, but we're just so ridiculously close. It's already shifting. It's already shifting. Wow, that feels a lot better. Wow. Suddenly your house just, I don't know, put on a tap dancing show on the inside, And then there's like cha 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 and like tap dancing and like men in like really funny hats and I don't know, like sticks, and they're like doing some kind of like silly tap dancing show. So that's like the house is suddenly just like, I feel great. I'm getting the tap dancers out. I feel great. So that's just instantly, bam, feels so much better. You see, this is a huge improvement. I know there's like some darker, creepier sides, but I'm telling you, this is huge improvement. That last one was that was really dark. That was actually very hard. That was a very hard session. This is way easier. Way more uplifting. Okay, so let's see. Let's let the house like have a moment here. Okay. All right, so the house is showing me how when I first walked in, it's showing me that the energy is shifting. It's showing me that I am doing a good job. It still feels a bit stale and energetically stale, but it feels a lot more like something could actually grow here that is beautiful and vibrant and healthy and healing. Whereas before, it's just like kind of feels empty, like nobody lives here. It feels kind of empty. I mean, it just didn't feel like it was silent. Didn't feel lively, you know? But this now is definitely a lot fresher. So, okay, so it feels like the house is kind of getting in the rhythm here with me, and so I'm just gonna see here. I say, okay, house, how you doing? What do you want to show me next? What are you thinking about? What can I do for you? Okay, something about rebirthing itself. I believe I did. This is sounding familiar to me. I believe I did something like this in the last session. It just wants to be reborn again. Like it wants to be a fresh new energy space. Like having cleared all this out, it's ready to be energetically reborn. The house energy totally reborn. So I'm saying, okay, okay. Let me see how I can manifest that for you. All right, I'm just gonna ask Heaven here. How do we accomplish this request? So it's something along the lines of I'm gonna pick up the physical foundation, the idea of the physical foundation. We're just gonna move it over here, and we're actually just gonna dig up the ground. We're gonna dig everything up like we just demolished the whole house and everything, kind of thing. But we're just like we're I guess that's okay. The heavens said that's fine. If I want to demolish it, however I feel it's necessary, and we're just going to rebuild it from scratch. So we're just going to completely rebuild the house. So it's okay if I want to demolish it, bring a bunch of construction workers in, whatever I need to do on my human level to create this energetic accomplishment, then I do that. So we're just gonna build you a new energetic house. So we're just gonna demolish the old one. Okay. There's a really sick and putrid energy that's coming out of the ground as it demolishes. It's really stinky and it's like a black, smoky flame and it stinks. And we are lifting up and out the like foundations, everything. I mean, everything is coming down and being moved out, hauled out. So we're going to start fresh, okay? So all this stuff is coming out now. Okay, that stinky smell is already dissipating. It's already disappearing, so okay. Okay, what is down here? There's something down here. I'm just sort of in the dirt right now. It's just a plot of land. That's all I know. It's just a plot of land and then there's something buried in this dirt. And it's like I gotta go down deep to get it. Okay, so there's a lot more work I need to do here. Okay, let me see. Let me see. And I tell you, it's sort of like a pearl. It's like, it tells me I'm a white pearl and I'm really, really far down. And no matter how much you dig, you won't be able to reach me because I'm going to keep going down, 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 down. So I keep getting further and further away from you. And then I'm looking around and it's like, you know what? There is something not balanced about this whole plot of land here, too. Like, let's just overhaul it. Let's just get fresh with it. So let's see. Okay, there's a lot of junk here. It's just. Okay, I don't even know where to begin right now. I need a moment to just kind of collect myself for this next thing. Okay, what do I do here? I'm gonna wake up. So I basically see this is not abnormal. This is not like unusual. So I see a bunch of like black energy men buried in the ground everywhere. They're just a reflection of old negative energy patterns. They just somehow look like this for some reason. That's how I see old negative energy patterns can sometimes look like black. They just look like black energy in the shape of a man. So they're all buried and just they're all like solid like rocks and they're buried all over the ground in here. So I was like, I'm trying to wake them up. I'm trying to say, hey, how you doing? But it's just like, okay, they're not. They need to figure something out here. There's like 100 of them or something down. They're all over. I know what to do. I'm making it rain. I'm having rain pour down on the ground, on the land. And the sun is shining through the clouds and the rain is falling. And it's fresh, cold, rejuvenating water rain. I mean, it is awakening the senses big time. And the water is sort of moving the mud. It's sort of moving all this dirt, and it's starting to unearth all these negative energy patterns, which is just like black energy beings. So I'm starting to see a bunch of guys waking up in a rain. They're just black energy beings. And they're rubbing the water off of their faces and out of their eyes. And they're not sure what is happening. There's a lot more than 100 of them here. They're really like compacted in. There's a lot of remembering of sadness. And all of these men start to cry. And they're releasing and they're confused and they're weary and they're wanting to wake up. I'm playing a song for them, like a music box song. Something dreamy in a way, but simple and something childlike. And it's soothing. Let's see what they do. There's one of them in the center that picks up the music box and holds it. And he seems kind of lost. Like his own actions or behaviors they're not normal. They just don't compute. It's like, why did you even have that idea? Where did that weird idea, that weird motivation? It was like, wow, this is a beautiful music box. Crunch. Like, why did you just break the music box? I don't know why. I just did. That's kind of like it just doesn't, like, what is this? It doesn't make sense. But they show me this image again, and the man is still mesmerized by the music box, and nothing is broken. And I'm welcoming this music into his mental body to help bring it into balance and to help him choose actions that inspire healing instead of brokenness. This is confusing. He doesn't seem to understand that there could be actions that heal people, because there's something of his wiring that says, my actions break people, my actions hurt people. And that is my healing nature. That is the gift I give. That is the love that I work with. That is the wiring here that I'm experiencing. It hasn't quite absorbed yet into his being the shift of awareness from broken to healing. But he does find this song pleasant. And the fact that he finds the song pleasant means that he can appreciate things that are healing. Now, if we can bring that song within himself, he can be a reflection of healing himself. All the other ones are just sort of in a weird daze-like trance. They're not reacting or responding. Only this one is. He is experiencing the music box in his heart. The music is playing within him. He wants to be different. He wants to remember what love is, to remember what these notes are all about, and why it means so much to him. Somehow there's these black shells, like black pieces, chunks of black, just kind of crisping off, and he starts to look like a person, a human man. And he doesn't recognize himself. He doesn't know who he is. And now we see buried like thousands and thousands of this same guy. It's like he destroyed himself 1,000,000 times. And all the parts of himself that he ripped apart, he just buried in the ground here. I mean, this sounds really crazy, but how many times are, like, I guarantee you will relate to this. The reason why is we all go through times in our life where we beat ourselves up, right? Where we put ourselves down. And some of us will go to extreme levels and really kick ourselves when we're already down. And we'll spit on ourselves and we'll freaking cut ourselves up into pieces and try to, destroy ourselves. Like we just want to die already. Like some of us do it in different ways. We're actually doing that. So whatever the inspiration is, you're actually manifesting that for yourself. So you got to be very careful of what type of energy you're working with, because that is negative energy, and negative energy attracts more negative experiences. And until you can start to say, I am healed, and I'm not going to go there, and I am full of love, and I love myself enough to not do that, to not say that. I'm going to choose patience, divine timing, and I'm going to choose to love everybody around me, no matter what place and what mentality and what choices they're making or what world they're in. Because that is what manifests positive life experiences, positive changes, positive self-awareness, self-love, all that. So it's like he destroyed himself 1,000,000 times, and all of that got buried in the ground here. But I will say he feels a lot better. These are all dead. These other ones are all dead. He's the only one left alive, kind of thing. Only part of himself that is consciously aware. But I tell him they're all parts of him. They're all him. So does he want to give them all a music box to bring them back to life? We start to see that the ground here, it goes down a long ways, and all of these are starting to vanish. So we're actually going down a tunnel here, down, 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 down. I said there was something buried down here. Now we're starting to it's manifesting ability to get to it. So we're going down, down, down. Okay, it's going to be dark. It's dark here. Again, it looks like a little white pearl. He's sitting down here in the dark. And he says that it was the weaker side of himself that, was entranced by that music box. And that was choosing to heal the weaker side of himself. I say, why are you holding on to this hurt? You'll never really know who you are beyond this if you don't choose to move on. He is so angry. He is so angry, and the anger is just so justifiable kind of thing. Like, it's not justifiable, it's just his being is so angry. He can't be anything but angry. And so, in that way, there's nothing else. There's only anger. Gosh, he is angry. I don't come across anger like this very often, but he is turn up the volume on max and then turn it up some more, like blow your eardrums out angry. His vibration is like, like a freaking psycho bull, like gonna kill you with eyes red, angry. I just can't balance that. Is anger itself. Like the consciousness of anger is anger. Wow. Very, very rare that I come across anger this pure, this concentrated. Just a moment here. I'm calming him down, actually. Something is calming down. There's a very disturbing bubble around him. It's very toxic. And he is actually under the influence of, some other manipulation. So this is not him at all. And he's acidically burning from all this anger. And he's burning on the inside of himself. I mean, he has a version of himself that is literally like in a tub of boiling acid, constantly. That's his soul. That's the torture he's putting his soul through. But it's, I am angry. That's what makes me strong and not weak. It is one of the greatest weaknesses. Anger destroys things. It breaks things. It breaks up relationships. It breaks down houses. It creates, it just creates so much destruction of yourself, of your friends and family, of your belongings, He is stuck in a goopy, greenish slime. That weird bubble is starting to pop, and it's just really sticky all over him right now. The acid pool is starting to neutralize, and he's starting to look very, very skinny and like a charred piece of skinny little piece of meat that just got burnt all the way down to the final fibers. It's just charred. He's neutralizing, though. This is actually really, really positive. This is great. This is actually really good. He's feeling better already. Man, there's a lot of intensity going on here. I go to him and I give him a hug and I say, there's no judgment here. There's only learning. And your soul has given all the souls the gift of learning about anger. Thank you. And he's starting to cry. He is starting to cry. Tears, just like the rainfall that was raining down on this plot of land. It was unearthing all of those energy beings, the one man, and it's all come down to this. And he's just, all the tears are washing away the slime and the charred and the thinnest pieces of fibers that are left. It's neutralizing all of this. Toxic energy is neutralizing big time. Boy, it's feeling a lot better. It's starting to rain above us, and the water is coming down into this opening here. And I'm showing him this white pearl. I pick it up. Okay. It's attached to something. I'm asking him, okay, what do you make of that white thing right there, that white ball? It's like attached to a wire, attached to a, like a spaceship or something weird like that. It's something big. He's changing. Everything is changing now. This whole space is unearthing something yet again. I don't know what this is. Something mechanical. Something, it looks like a rocket ship. Is it really a rocket ship? Or it's just like sometimes these energy things just look like stuff. But that is what is this next thing. I will say there's huge energy shifts going on here, all the way from the lower gut all the way up to the mental body, and this is all purifying your home space. And this actually is an improvement. I will say this is an improvement from the first session. This is huge improvement, and man, the air of your house is going to feel so much better when this is all cleared out. Let's see. Okay, just a moment here. There's some sort of liquidy thing happening. It's really a big, huge, humongous, unbelievably huge energy shift. Okay. It's time to lift this up and out. So I'm like Luke Skywalker lifting this spaceship out of the swamp. And I'm like using the force here. We're just gonna move this up and out of here. And it's really light. It's actually as light as a cotton ball. And it just doesn't have purpose anymore. Everything is just dissolving, and the only thing that's left right now is the earth doesn't really know what happened. It's like this earth here is starting to wake up and say, what's going on? It's like it's just very strange now. Everything is shifting so fast. We don't it's just like a massive confusion going on here. But it's good. It's really positive. It's like already very, 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 very positive. It's responding positively very quickly. My spirit guides and the universe say it's okay. We're good. We did everything we needed to do with this land. So we're just gonna go ahead and bam, it's all complete. The earth is grown back. The earth is balanced again. The earth is in balance. Okay. I'm going to plant a seed, a bunch of seeds here, and I'm going to grow some beautiful trees, okay? And we're going to rebuild the energetic structure of your home. Wow, feels so much better. There's beautiful old trees that are growing, and they're really filling in with, they're just purifying the land, bringing the land into balance in the energetic side of things. We're going to grow a bunch of flowers. We're going to grow a garden with vegetables. We're going to grow things. We're going to put a bunch of sprinklers out here and have lots of happy kids around. We can do that in the energy world. We can create echoes, right? Really positive ones, really happy echoes. Does that mean I'm creating a real child, or I'm creating the echo or the emanation of that vibration here? I'm creating that vibration here. Happiness. Happiness in the garden. I don't know why, but we're throwing in a really happy elephant as well that's squirting water on children in the jungle. But it's like, it's also part of the land here. A happy elephant squirting water on children, in the, like jungle children or something. It's really funny and random, and it's really happy too. And okay, I'm going to go to the consciousness of your home, and I'm going to say, how do you feel right now? Do you feel ready to be reborn? The home says, "You've given me a heart." And the home smiles and says, "Thank you to me. You've given me a new life. You've given me a new chance, a new experience of what love can be all about. I feel a lot better." I say, "Yeah, you definitely feel a lot better. I can tell you feel a lot better." Still feels like it needs like recovery mode, but I will definitely say I feel really good about this second session here. And it's just sort of peacefully resting right now, and all the energy vibes are sort of rekindling back, the home energy vibes, and it's just the experience of the home is in a rest state, but it's in a peaceful, happy slumber right now. And it's just healing. It's just experience this new shift in consciousness. Again, I'm doing a technique here where we're going to open all the windows and doors just to let the fresh spring air just breeze through. It's very purifying and cleansing in the energy side of things, just letting it breeze through. We're going to just fill your home full of flowers. Lots of flowers. All of them seem to be the color pink. So lots of pink flowers are growing in pots all over the place. The energy side of things. I'm placing versions of Archangel Michael throughout your home as well, in every room of your home. We're going to let Archangel Michael energy just vibrate throughout here, because he's so healing, and he inspires these echoes too to let go of their own attachments. And he just is really great with bringing these types of energies into balance. So I'm just filling your home with lots of Archangel Michael reflections, energy vibes. And the spirit of Archangel Michael is here too. He is ringing a gong, actually, and the vibrations of the gong are just vibrating throughout the inside and the outside of your home. And I can feel those vibrations. It's very peaceful. He's just walking throughout your home, ringing the sound of a gong. And the vibrations are just so, powerful. And how they're just getting into all the little nooks and crannies of the energy space. This is great. All right. Okay, that's all I can do, Tambra. Yay! Yeah! That feels good. That feels so much better. Oh boy. Okay. Thank you so much for this awesome experience. I'm really glad that you explored a follow-up session. And if you want to explore another follow-up session, I think you could give your house a little bit of time. I don't feel like it's like an emergency, but it never hurts to spruce up the energy. But I would definitely say from here, things are feeling a lot better, a lot better. All right, for those of you watching, if any of you are interested in exploring a psychic session with me, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day.